Okay, been making some Bible covers here lately. Explain to you briefly what they are and how to measure for them. Measuring is one of the most important parts, but the leather is about 3 ounces. I think ounces are a 32nd of an inch, but that's the thickness thereof. And then the lining is a glazed pigskin. And the idea is that's a little slicker to let the leaves of the Bible move inside of there a little easier, because as you open it, your Bible will move around inside of there. And it's fully lined in the back, and then the pocket's there. And in a perfect world, it goes together, and this one has too much play as one of the first ones, but it'll have less play than that. But the Bible will move just a smidgen back and forth. And then as you open it, it's free enough that this can all move. Otherwise, you wind up trashing your binding on your Bible. Eventually, my next one I'm gonna have a flap that kind of goes from here across and snaps shut, if you want it snapped shut. But measuring them is pretty important. That way it has to travel some in the sleeve, but you don't want to travel too much, and that one's excessive. But in order to measure it, you want to measure all the way around the Bible. In other words, I'm getting that right to the edge, not the paper, but as far as the leather goes out. Measures 14.5, and I've got a measurement of how much I add to that so it has room for movement. And you want to measure the height, or excuse me, how tall the Bible is. Again, not the pages, but the overhang of the leather. And it measures out 9 3/4. And those need to be real precise. And then a good estimation of how thick it is. This one's close to 2 inches, 1 3/4, I'd say. And then I wind up, one of the last things I do is I wet them and form them a little bit to where first of all, they'll open easier, but also they'll flatten out here instead of just being rounded on the back of the Bible. And can do basic stamping on them. I don't carve, if you know what the difference is, but most any stamping I can do on it, and ought to last you forever.